every app you use right now, your music playlist, your contacts, your Netflix watch list, they all depend on one incredibly simple idea. And if you don't understand it, you're basically trying to build software blindfolded. Today, we're breaking down one of the most important building blocks in programming, lists. And by the end of this video, you won't just understand them, you will start seeing them everywhere. There's a moment every developer hits. At first, coding feels like magic, variables, functions, thinking working. Then suddenly, things get messy. You're dealing with multiple values, not just one name, but 100. Not just one number, but thousands. So the question becomes, where do you put all that data? That's where lists come in. A list is exactly what it sounds like, a collection of items, organized in a specific order. That's it. In programming, a list lets you store multiple values inside a single variable. Instead of doing this, you just do this. Cleaner, simpler, way more powerful. Think about a groceries list. Notebooks don't create a new page for every item. They keep everything together, milk, eggs, bread, in one place. Now imagine trying to shop without that list. You'd forget things, repeat things, get completely lost. That's exactly what happens in code without lists. Lists bring order to chaos. Here's where things get interesting. Lists don't just go store data, they organize it. Every item has a position, and in most programming languages, counting starts at 0. Yeah, not 1. 0. So this list looks like this internally. That position is called an index, and it's how you access things. Want Bob? You don't search the whole list. You go straight to index 1. Fast, direct, efficient. Lists exist because handling data individually doesn't scale. Think about apps like Spotify. They're not storing one song, they're storing millions. Your playlist. That's not just a list. Every time you add a song, remove a song, reorder songs, you are manipulating a list. Same thing with Instagram feeds, shopping carts, search results. Lists are everywhere. This is where lists become powerful. You can add new items, remove items, change items, loop through all items. That last one is huge. Instead of writing code 100 times, you write it once and let the list handle the repetition. That's how developers work with large-scale systems without going insane. Under the hood, lists are usually stored in memory as a sequence of elements. Think of it like a row of lockers. Each locker holds a value, and each one has an exact position. That's why accessing something by index is fast, because the computer knows exactly where to look. But there's a catch. Adding or removing items in the middle, that can be slower because everything might need to shift. It's like inserting a name at the top of a paper list. You have to push everything else down. Here's something cool. The concept behind the list is so fundamental. It's been around since the early days of computer science. One of the oldest programming languages, Lisp, literally stands for list processing. That's how important lists are. Use lists when you have multiple related items, order matters, you need to iterate over data. Avoid them when you need super fast insertions in random places, or you are dealing with key value relationships. That's for dictionaries. Let's bring it all together. A list is a collection of items stored in order, accessible by index. It helps you manage multiple values, write cleaner code, scale your programs. At once you start noticing them, you realize almost every app you use runs on them. Now I'm curious, what's the first thing you'd store in a list? Drop in the comments, I read every single one. And if you want to go deeper into data structures, things like stacks, quiz, and trees, subscribe, because that's exactly what's coming next. See you in the next one. Bye.